It's about 12 o'clock at night and our adventure is just about to begin. Today we're going to be attempting to hike to the tallest point in Utah, Kings Peak. We want to do that all in one day. If you've seen some of my other videos, you may have noticed that I like to start these adventures out in the middle of the night for various reasons. Today, the reason for that is that this is a very long hike, somewhere in the 26-mile range, and we usually like to give ourselves enough time to do the whole hike and have a little bit time to explore the area as well. To get to the trailhead, we have about a 3-hour drive ahead of us, so we hope to be hiking somewhere around 3 or 3:30 in the morning. Today our crew will include myself, my dad, my brother Bennett, and my friend Logan. You may have seen him in some of my other videos as well. So it should be a pretty solid group. As soon as Logan gets here, we are going to take off, and I'll see you at the trailhead. Okay, so we've just arrived at the trailhead. We are at the Henry's Fork trailhead. And I must say, I don't think I've ever seen a trailhead with more cars. This place is completely packed with vehicles. This must be a very popular hike up to Kings Peak. So today what we're doing is we are doing the main route from the Henry's Fork trailhead, doing the gradual long incline up to Gunsight Pass. And from there we'll go up through Gunsight Pass and cut over to the ridge of Kings Peak, and then traversing that ridge up to the summit. On the way back we might take a different route and go down through Anderson Pass, but we will cross that bridge when we get to it. Overall, it should be a really good day. Now that we're here, it's time to gear up and hit the trail. It's going to be very dark for a while. We'll have our headlights on, but we'll look forward to watching the sunrise as that comes to us. Alright, it's 5:47. We just reached Dollar Lake. This is the lake where most people that do this hike camp overnight. And it looks like everyone is still asleep, at least unless they left before we got here. There's about a dozen tents. It's still too dark to get anything on film, but that's our update. We're all feeling good. About 5 to 6 miles in right now, and we're setting a good pace. Okay, so we just reached the base of Gunsight Pass, and we are starting to get enough light that we can actually kind of see what's going on a little bit. So unfortunately we did most of this hike in the dark, but this is kind of where the really cool stuff starts, so hopefully we'll have a nice sunrise and a nice traverse up to the summit of Kings Peak. Alright, we've got Kings Peak in our sights for the first time today. It's gonna be pretty simple, just gotta cruise on over there and traverse the ridge up to the highest point in Utah.
Top of Utah. We successfully made it up to the top of Kings Peak. Our elevation is 13,528 feet above sea level. And currently we are standing taller than anybody else in the state of Utah. that was a pretty cool hike. Remarkably, the wind up here is a lot less intense than it was down in the valley below. So I was a little worried that we wouldn't be able to stay up here for long, but we should have a good opportunity to bask in the sun and consume our celebratory snacks and beverages.
Yeah, it was a good hike. I enjoyed it. It was a good time. Made it in just over 6 hours for myself, which isn't bad. Definitely room for improvement, but it was a beautiful day and it was a beautiful hike, so highly recommend.
Here we are at the top of Kings Peak. I thought I was going to die several times, but we're here. The sun's out. It feels very good. And I would prefer not to do any more hikes with this many false summits in the future. And I may be getting too old for this type of activity.
Okay, that was a pleasant rest at the summit. We are now heading back down. This time we are going to go through Anderson Pass instead of Gun Sight Pass. And from what we've heard, it's a little bit more of like a loose rock slide to the bottom, which should be pretty fun, honestly. How'd you guys feel about that descent?
That was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Good time. The best parts of the trip.
Yeah. All right, we finally made it back to the truck. That was a hard hike. Doing Kings Peak in one day is a serious challenge. And if you're up for that, props to you. My phone died, so I don't know the exact mileage in vert, but I checked it shortly before it died and we were at 23 miles. So I think we were somewhere in the 25 to 26 mile range with 4,000 to 5,000 feet of vertical elevation gain. If I'm wrong, I'll put the actual stats right here. So thanks for watching my video. You might also enjoy another video I just made about the Idaho State high point called Mount Borah. You can find a link to that right on the side here. And thanks for watching. See ya.